We step into our creative space, and I'll point out that it's a tiny space because we're creating for those blank white walls of student housing. When the room decor has to be temporary, inexpensive, and also make a cool statement, well, that's a pretty tall order, isn't it? We found an apartment art solution that seems to fit the bill, though. Studio 5 producer Steph Bryson is here to share, and I mean proof in the picture. These are amazing. This project, though, rooted in your personal experience.
Yes, for sure. So I have a college-bound kid, and all summer my McKay has been saying, what can I put on those walls? I really want to make it feel more like home, which is interesting for a guy, but that's my McKay, and I love him for it.
Absolutely.
So we kind of came up with a cool idea at the last minute, and that was I kind of had this idea that I had seen these vintage travel posters, and could we print them out? And so we went for it. We did. And I knew that we could get engineering prints because I'd heard that on the show.
Colored ones,
Colored ones now, and they're about $5. There's a little that are a little over $5. But we made some awesome travel posters that we found.
Well, they totally went with what he was after, right? For that statement.
Yes, that statement wall adds a pop of color, but they're big and substantial, and they kind of set the tone, and they're kind of a masculine vibe. They can be.
Right.
So we had so much fun putting them together.
McKay asked the right person. That's all I'm saying.
Well, when I finally kicked in and could help him, then I did a good job.
Let's break down the details. I think this would apply to a lot of different spaces or decorating challenges. First, the artwork. Where are you getting this cool artwork?
So there is a website called freevintageposters.com, and it is full of posters that are travel posters, old ad posters that are not known to have any kind of copyright associated with them, so you can print them, and they're free downloads. Some of them are from the Library of Congress. They're all they're old looking, and these are a couple that I found on their website. So I loved these because they kind of have that Art Deco vibe and more of like maybe 40s, but the colors were super poppy to me, and these was killing me. So what we did was we just downloaded the art. I went to Staples and had them print on a color engineering print about 2 feet wide by 3 feet long. And then mounted them on foam core. That's really inexpensive. For about $6 or $7 you can get a super big one from the office supply store. And then we made a simple frame. This is a simple homemade frame from just a strip of wood from Home Depot.
Did you stain it?
I stained it, but we didn't even do anything fancy with mitered corners or anything. We just did straight cuts all the way around. In fact, on McKay's, he wanted to use the nail gun to kind of put them together on the corners.
He's like, come on, Mom, power tools.
Right, and he was totally rocking the power tools, but these, I totally did a cheater way, and I glued these strips on.
Love it.
So you would not even have to nail them. And they're super lightweight. They make a big statement.
So glued right to the foam core.
Yeah.
Very, very cool. Now, one thing I'm curious, foam core, yes, inexpensive, easy to get your hands on, kind of sometimes tricky to work with in terms of mounting, adhering. How did you get around that hurdle? So I found a way to mount and adhere, and I'm going to show you that. And then I'll tell you how to score them. I don't know if I'll have time to demonstrate how we're scoring. So here's another really awesome graphic image that I thought was super cool. Oh my gosh, great for Utah, our ski mountains.
There's ski posters on there like crazy. freevintageposters.com. And I've mounted halfway. The problem when you're mounting is that spray glue gets everywhere. And you do not want spray glue on your image at all. And then you want that smooth finish. So here's how you do it. You want to get in your supply house a big roll of paper towel.
You're gonna need that.
You're gonna need some spray glue, and kind of look on the spray glue instructions and make sure it's one that you don't have to bond within 15 seconds. There's some play there. So this one even says if you put the spray down, you'll have like 15 minutes to put your image down and have it be final.
Are you kidding? We can't have 15 seconds of pressure to get it in the right spot.
Anyway, if you have the chance to pick your spray glue, you're going to need a long ruler to be able to score, and an X-Acto knife. That's all.
Great.
Okay, so your first thing you're going to do in order to not get spray glue all over your image, you're going to use lots and lots and lots of paper towels. I've already adhered half of this image down. So you're going to help me here.
Yes,
please. And this is what I mean by lots of paper towels, okay? Then you're going to get some kind of a weight, and that we have a big sandbag here at the studio, so we're going to use that. At home, I used rocks, and at home, I literally used rocks. So you don't want to be able to tug on your image. And you want to do this outside, of course, but today we're going to do it inside. Okay, then we're going to fold this image over.
So you're doing it a section at a time?
Mm-hmm. You do half of it at a time and half of it at a time.
Okay.
Then you're going to put paper towels all over this area too.
You weren't kidding when
I'm
you
not
said
kidding.
roll
It's
out
paper
the
towel,
red
paper
carpet
towel,
of
paper towel.
paper towel.
Okay, and you're going to kind of, let me just do this really fast. And there's a quick wrist trick I want to show you with regard to how you spray your image.
Okay.
Okay, you shake this up and you're going to hold it straight. And then you need a helper who's going to have a small piece of paper towel in her hand.
I'm ready. Your helper is prepared.
You need to back up.
Oh,
I will
need to
spray
get out of
glue
the
you.
way.
I will spray glue you if you do that, and that's the thing. So there it is, right? I'm going to hold my thing right here.
On, like, go Steph.
Go boom,
go
boom,
Steph.
boom, 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 and I'm holding right here.
Okay, same
That's
spot.
it. And you take these pals and you throw them out
They're
because
gone.
you're not going to use them again.
I love the flourish we're putting into this project. I feel stressed.
And then you pick up your two corners and don't mess with me right now.
Do not
because I'm going to
sneeze.
do this really straight.
Okay.
I'm going to do that.
She's
I'm going
a
to get it
mom
very
on a
close.
mission.
Then I'm going to make it kind of fall. Then I'm going
let
to
it go.
grab this
Yes.
paper from my helper.
Yes.
I'm going to come straight down the middle. I'm going to go to the side.
You're
the
squeegeeing,
side,
kind
and
of.
I'm getting all my bubbles out.
Yep.
Side, side. I'm getting, oops, see there's a bubble, but I'm just going to rub it and push it out.
There is a perfectly smooth poster finish.
Boom. I know, right?
Yes,
There's
yes.
your finish.
This
Take
is
it
cool.
off. You can show.
This is
It's nice and
awesome.
smooth. So then I would take my ruler, score my edges, just one, doesn't have to be a very deep cut, snap my sides off, and
Love it.
there I am, all mounted
And
and
is our
beautiful.
college student happy?
Yes, he says they look great.
I'm
so
sure
I
they
gotta
do.
go down there and see.
I'm sure they do, hanging on the walls, right, of those. I have to tell you a quick story.
'Kay.
When I was a freshman at the dorms at BYU, we wanted to paint our wall red. Of course, you can't paint. But we had this red wall in our mind, right? And we went and got foam core, just the solid colored foam core in black squares, and created a grid pattern. That's
Awesome.
all we could do, but forevermore we called it the red wall, even though it was black. We needed these
But
back in the
genius.
day.
But I know,
That's
but
what I'm
great.
saying.
Foam core is awesome.
We needed these. We needed these cool posters. Thanks so much, Steph. That was really fun. And McKay, thanks for letting us be, thanks for being our case study, I should say.